Hey, what's going on, team? So why do we go to work? That is the discussion on today's daily topic or daily walk, and I'm going to try to keep this a short one. But when I'm going to define work as not just like a job, but anything. Why go volunteer at the soup kitchen? Why go to work as in a job? If you own a business, why get up to work your business? And here's the thing that there's a couple of different reasons, but it normally boils down to two, but I'm going to give you a third that can literally change your life. So the first would be, I go to work to get. I go to work to get money. Got to pay bills, Sark. Got to pay the car payment. Got to pay kids' tuition, okay? So I go to work to get, okay? Other people might be saying, well, you know what? I go to work, the soup kitchen or wherever, to give. I go to work to give, okay? And neither one of those reasons is right or wrong or better than the other. But here is the third, is the job or the charity or whatever you go to, whatever work, quote unquote, you go to, is it providing growth? Is it providing growth? So when you work in something that you love doing, that energizes you, what happens? You want to grow in that particular field. Okay, you want to grow, be maybe the best servant that you can. So you start reading all kinds of books, and say you're at the soup kitchen and you just love it. You're going to be like, okay, how can I service people? How can I get people who are maybe down and out in their luck to smile? Maybe you start taking classes on how to tell jokes. You know, I did that for public speaking. I had to learn how to tell jokes because they say to be a great public speaker, you got to joke around a lot. Still learning that one. My jokes come off corny. But anyway, so if you're going to say a job, are you growing in that job? Are there training programs? Are you reading about how to get better at it? If not, that might be a true indication that you might want to go into a side hustle, because if you're not growing in that job and you're not honing your skills, you're either going there to give, okay, a service, or to get, okay? And it's probably just to get. So now we're becoming a slave to money. We're going to the job that we're not growing in. It's not making us a better person just to get some of that cash money. Okay, so we're being now a slave to money. Now what's cool is when we go to something and start growing, money tends to follow whether you want it to or not. Okay, well, you're thinking what do you mean, man? I'm giving at the soup kitchen. Yeah, I'm growing. I'm reading books. I'm trying to be the best servant I can. How is that bringing? It's completely volunteer. How is that bringing in cash money? Because if you're growing and being the best servant you can in that particular example, that particular environment, it is the law of averages that somebody is going to notice, and somebody's going to say, hey, I got this corporation. I couldn't but help to notice that you just have an energy to you. You have a personality. You just seem like the person I would want on our staff. Now it's just opened up an opportunity because you're growing. Nothing is more attractive in the universe than a growing individual. Okay? And when you invest daily into growth, you become more attractive at whatever it is that you're growing in. So if you are, say you are in a job and you get up and you're like, man, I love doing this. They're putting me through training. I'm learning things daily. They're giving me mindset training. My boss, he always has some words of wisdom for me. Then I'm going to tell you what, as long as you're growing, you're going to continue to get raises. You're going to continue to get pay increases. You're going to continue to get advancements. If there isn't growth, that should be a huge alarm that you're being a slave to money and you want to start growing in another area. Well, Sark, I don't know. What other area can I grow in? Find something you're passionate about. Find something you love doing. Well, I love building model airplanes. There's no money in that. Yeah, right. You go and you build. If that's your passion, that's what energizes you. You go start building the best model airplanes that you can. You start reading about model airplanes, which you're probably already doing. You start doing it with perfection, and you start putting out videos on how others can do that too. I guarantee, whether you want it or not, people will start to pay you for that particular talent because they love the growth. They love the value. When we grow, we increase our value in whatever area that we're growing in. So don't go to work for the give necessarily, solely for the give. Don't go solely for the get, but go for the growth. And If you're not getting that growth where you're at, start an area, what we call side hustle or side business, whatever you want to call it. Become an entrepreneur. Doesn't matter what it is. Could be building model airplanes, and start growing in that area and then start sharing it. So now you got growth and contribution. Holy cow. It's like the double whammy. Those are the two pathways to joy, is growth and contribution. And you will start to, money will follow again, whether you want it to or not, when you're growing and you're contributing. So rock and roll. You guys have a great rest of your day.